What's up, everybody? This is Alex with GuitarForce.com. As you can see, today is going to be a lesson on how to play Into the Void by Black Sabbath. This is another supported request by Mike, so thank you very much, Mike. I hope you like this lesson. Now, this is a cool song, and it has this riff that I'm sure that you know, one of the coolest riffs in metal, in my opinion. You know, the song is not too complicated. We have also two solos included in this lesson. Again, as usual, the tabs and the backing track are going to be available at GuitarForce.com for free. As far as the sound, I was using again the Guitar Rig plugin, VST plugin, and as always, I'm going to post the pictures. I was using two presets, two guitars, as you would hear. In the examples, panning two guitars, one right, one left. And again, I'm going to show you the pictures of the two presets that I was using for this song. Now, regarding the tuning, this song is in C sharp, so we have to drop down all the strings a step and a half, right? A step and a half down. So technically C sharp below E string. So while you're checking out the pictures of the presets, I'm gonna play a low E string for your tuning reference. Also, if you would like to check out the cover or a playthrough for this song, I will post a link on the screen and also in the description box down below. And that's it, man. Let's go and take a listen to the intro part, then we'll come back, close up, and start the lesson. Let's have a listen. Alright, so here what we do, we start off with the slide, kind of gradual slide, and then we play this figure which starts with the low E string open, then 3rd fret, then we go to A string playing open, 1, 2, then onto the D string, 2nd fret, then back to A string, 2nd fret, D string 1st fret, back to A string 2nd fret, open D, and then we play the 1st fret of the A string. Okay, so far we got this. Next part. So what we do here, we play an A string open, and then we have a quick pull off from the 1st fret to open A and to the 3rd fret of the low E string. Okay, so we do it for 3 times. It's really quick pull off. Okay, so when it's open, we then hammer onto the 1st fret and pull off to the open string and playing 3rd fret right away. Then the last time we have the A string open and we go 1, 2 on the A string to the D string 2nd fret, then we are back to A string 2nd fret. We have another pull off here from 2nd to open to the 3rd fret of the low E string. So the last part. Like that, okay? So all together, the first section of the intro riff goes like this, slowly. Okay, and then basically we repeat the whole section we play it for 4 times. The first time is just the guitar, and then the last 3 times it's with the band. And after that we go to the second section, section B. Let's call it section B of the intro riff, which goes like this. Okay, so here we have a couple of variations how you can play this. Now on the record, you can hear that he's playing the low E power chord. So it's for 4 times. Then we go to D chord, D power chord, and you can use also the open A string to give it you know, a little bit thicker sound, like that. So we have 4 times on E. Little rest, then we play once D, another rest, and then we play two more times, like that. Okay, so we have this. Then after that we go into the 7th fret of the A string. You can play an open A before that. It's really, you know, when you change from the chord, doesn't really matter if it sounds or not. But we slide into the 7th fret of the A string, going 7, 6, 5. Then we play an open low E string, and then we play again the chord, the E chord, 4 times. Then onto the D, just playing it once. Then we have a gradual bend on the low E string, 3rd fret. And then this phrase, which is open A, 1, 2 on A string, 2nd fret on the D, and open low E again. So again, one more time. And then we repeat the first part, which is exactly the same. Okay, this part, and then the ending of the second section is going to be. So we go to the C chord. We have a chugs, just playing the power chord. Then we go into the D chord and down to B. Okay, so when we put together the all of the parts of the section B, goes like this. So like I said, there are a couple of ways how you can play this part, and it goes for the power chords. Now on the record you can hear that Tony is playing the lower power chords right here. But in the live versions you can see that he's actually playing sometimes the power chords with the root on the 5th string, so it would be here. Okay, again you can use the low E string open, but for the power chord you can use this one. Okay, at the 7th position, so it would be like this. And then for the D, just move 2 frets down right here, and again play this 5th string root note. And the rest of the fills in between the chords are staying exactly the same. Now again, instead of playing the C, the last part of this section, the C to D to B chords, you can play them right here. Okay, so using the 6th and the 5th string. And as far as I know, Tony was using the lowest strings predominantly because he loved, you know, a bit thicker sound. But like I said, in live situations you can see him that he's playing actually here. So whichever way works for you, you know, use that. And practically that's the intro part. After this last section, section B, we go back to section A again. We play it for 2 times, and then we go to the main riff. Alright, so the main riff of the song starts off with an low E string open, and at the same time we have a hammer-on the A string going from 5 to 7, like that, okay? So we play this first time, and then we have chugs on the low E string, okay, 4 times on the low E string, palm muted. So the first time it goes like this. Then we repeat it again. And the first ending is going to be on this note, on the D note, on the 5th string, 5th fret. Okay, so one more time. Then we repeat again. So it's exactly the same with the exception of that last note, which is now going to be on the 5th string of a low E string, on the 5th fret of the low E string, and it's a gradual bend. And you can add some vibrato at the end. Another thing is that this note comes on a little bit earlier during the riff. If you notice, the first time we play 4 16th notes on the low E, and then the second time we play only 2 notes on the low E string. Okay, so the second part of this riff goes like this. Okay, so instead of a second time playing 4 chugs on the low E string, we play just 2. And practically that's the main riff of the song. Now, you know, you can use, and Tony's playing different variations sometimes on that bend. Sometimes it's just the bend, the gradual bend, and adding some vibrato at the end, or making it a gradual bend, a gradual release. Okay, so you know, you can use either ways. Alright, so during the verses we have practically the same riff as the main riff of the song, with one exception, that when we play that D note on the 5th string, 5th fret, it comes on earlier, just like the second part of this riff. So instead of second 4 16th notes, we play only 2, and then we have a gradual bend and release. Let me demonstrate. Okay, so like I said, it's exactly the same riff as the main riff, with the exception of that D note comes on a little bit earlier, and it's bend and release. And we play this riff during the verses. Now there is an ending which goes like this. So this ending, this little riff, this figure goes like this. So on the A string we go 7, 6, 5, and then 7, 6, 5 on the low E string. and we're back to the main riff. Okay, and after that we repeat again, so it's a second verse with the same ending, and then after that, after the ending, we go into the first break riff, which goes like this. Alright, so like I said, after the ending we go into E power chord, just letting it ring out. And now the break riff goes like this. We play, everything is going to be played on the low E string, and we have open low E. Then we go 3rd fret, pull off to open, and the pull off is kind of quick. Then we slide into the 6th fret, add some vibrato as well, and then we go 5, 3, open. And basically that's the whole break riff. It goes on and on and on. So one more time, kind of slower, goes like this. Now, after we play this for several times, then again we have the same figure, which is from the ending of the verses, which is okay. So after this figure we play one more time the break riff, then we go again into the ending, and we're back to the main riff. So after the main riff, we go into the 3rd verse, which is exactly the same as verses 1 and 2. Exactly the same riff, exactly the same ending, and after that we go into the first solo, which goes like this. Okay, so the first phrase of the solo goes like this. So here we have on the A string a hammer on from 5 to 7, and then we go to D string 5th fret, back to the A string playing 2 times 7th fret. Then the next 2 notes, which is D on the 5th fret, back to A string 7. Next phrase. So here we start on the D string going 5 to 7, pick it one more time, slides to the 9th fret, then we go onto the G string 7 to 9, and then we have a bend, which is a step and a half, so we have to get this note. Then we have a hammer on the G from 7 to 9 and pick it one more time. Add some vibrato. Next phrase. So it's a pull off hammer on the G 9 7 9. Next part. On the G7, then we go onto the D string and we playing a grace note, which means a quick slide from the 9th fret to the 7th. Then we go 5 to 7, and then we play this, which is 5th fret on the D to A string 7th fret 2 times. Okay, so far we got this. Then the second part of the solo goes like this. Okay, so here we start off again on the A string hammer-ons going from 5 to 7, then onto the D string 5, 7, sliding to the 9th fret, then we go onto the G string 7 to 9, and again we have bends, but this time it's 3 bends, again step and a half. Then we play a hammer-on from 7 to 9 on the G string. Again, pick it one more time. Then we go right into, which is again on the G string 7th fret, grace note on the D string from 9 to 7, 5 to 7, and then the last part. So on the D string we have 5th fret to A7, back to D5, 7, bend up, hold on to the bend a little bit, and then we play the last notes on the D string, the 5th fret. Okay, so the last part of the solo goes like this. Alright, and then we have a little break figure again, which goes like this. So here we play on the A string 7, 6, 5 onto the low E 7th fret, and then we go back up. So again on the A string we go 5, 6, 7 to the 5th fret of the D string. So we have this. Okay, so after the 5th fret of the D string we go back to the 7th fret of the A, and that's the whole riff, and we repeat it for 4 times. Alright, and that's basically the first solo. After that we go to the second break in the song, and it goes like this. Okay, so during break 2 we have an E power chord alternating with some phrases and some licks in between, and the rhythmical figure for the E power chord is going to be like this. So we are hitting it once, then we have a pause, and then we hit it 2 more times. Now there are a couple of ways how you can play this. First one is obviously to play it right here, you know, kind of low E power chord. Second variation is to play using the 7th position with a low E string open, or you can play it right here at the 12th fret, this kind of higher E power chord, using higher register. And on the record there are 2 guitars actually playing this, so you know they can be using a couple of variations of these power chords, or you can use just the low E open string. Okay, so that's the rhythmical figure, and in between, like I said, we have the first part of the break, we have some slides. And the first one is going to be a slide into the 5th fret on the low E string with half step bend and adding some vibrato. So in context it would sound like this. Then again we play the power chord. Second slide is going to be into the 8th fret. Again, half step bend, adding some vibrato. Again, the power chord. Then we have third slide, which is going to be into the 10th fret with again half step bend and adding some vibrato. And then the last one is going to be into the 12th fret, low E string, half step bend, adding some vibrato. So all together is going to be like this. Okay, so for the second half of the break, we have some licks playing in between the power chords. Okay, so the first one goes like this. So here, the first lick goes like this. We start off on the G string, 14th fret, bend up. Then we go to 12th fret on the B, 12 on the high E, back to B string, 15 to 12, pull off a quick one, onto the G string, 14th fret, and then we finish it off with 2 double stops played at the 12th fret on G and the B strings. Okay, so that's the slow version of it. Then again we play the power chord and the next lick. Okay, so here we have on the high E string 12 to 15 bend up, bring it down. Then we have a hammer-on pull-off on the same string, 12, 15, 12. Then we go to 12 on the B, back to 12 on the high E, then to 15 on the B, and bend it up. Okay? Of course we play this fast. Then again we play the power chord. Then the last lick. So here we start off with the double stop on the G and the B strings, 12th fret, and then we catch the high E string at the 12th fret, so we have this. Then to the B string, onto the B string we play pull off 15 to 12 to 14 on the G, and then we play another pull off on the G string from 14 to 12. Onto the 14th fret of the D string, and then again we have these 2 double stops at the 12th fret using G and the B string. Like that, okay? And then we play the last time the power chord, and then we go into the second solo, which sounds like this. Alright, so the first phrase from the second solo goes like this. Okay, so here we start off with the bend on the G string, 9th fret, and we bend it up step and a half. Okay, you can use also the rake, so these 2 strings are going to be dead. So it's a bend up. Hold on for it for a while, then bring it back down. Then we have a hammer on from 7 to 9 and pick it one more time. Add some vibrato. Next phrase. Again, as in the first solo, we have this same lick, which starts off from the 7th fret on the G. Then we go to D string from 9 to 7, a grace note. Then we go 5, 7. And then again 5 on D to 7 on A 2 times. Okay, so far we got this. Next part. So this phrase starts with hammer on the A string 5 to 7 to the 5th fret of the D string, and we play it 2 times, like that. After that we go to the 7th fret of the D, slide to 9, to G string 7 to 9. We have a bend up, release, down, pull off to 7, and then hammer onto the 9th fret. Okay, so that's the last phrase. Then after that we go up here to the 12th position. This lick, so we slide into the 14th fret of the G string, bend it up, then we go 12 B, 12 high E, 15 B, and then bend up. Next phrase. So here we have this quick pull off, starts off on the 12 on the high E, and then the quick pull off is on the B string from 15 to 12, and then we bend the 15th fret of the high E string. Okay, like that. Then the next part is after the bend we play 15 to 12 on the high E, and then we bend 15th fret of the B string. Okay, one more time. Then we kind of repeat this bend, start again on the 12th fret of the high E to 15 on B, and then we bend it up like that. Okay, so far we got this. Next part. So we go down the scale, and the pentatonic scale starts off on the 12th of the high E, then 15 to 12 on the B, onto the G string, 14th fret, bend up, bring it down, pull off to 12, and then again bend up on the G string, 14th fret, 12 on the B, 12 on the high E, 15 on the B string, bend up. Okay, so far we got this slow. Next phrase goes like this. So again we start on the high E string, 12th fret, going to B, 15 to 12, onto the G, 14th fret, bend up, bring it down, pull off to 12, to 14 on G, 14 on D, back to 12 on the G, then we have again bend on the 14 of the G, then we play 12 to 15 on B, bend on G, 14th fret, 12 on the B, 12 on the high E, 15 on the B, bend up, bring it down and slide out. Okay, so again slowly the last part of the solo. Okay, so that was slow. Now if we put the last section of the solo together slowly, it would be like this. We slide out, and then in the end of the solo we finish it off with the same break, which is it's exactly the same as we've looked at earlier. Alright guys, so this brings us to the end of this lesson. Thanks a lot for checking it out. If you did like the lesson, please hit the thumbs up button. Also comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar related stuff. And till next time, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.